So a warm welcome to you all. We will be underway very shortly, once all the pleasantries are complete. The teams then, Osasuna against Celta Vigo. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert, Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the first half. I think it's been a magnificent team effort. The work rate has been superb. Very, very organised.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time.
Osasuna clearly have been the better side for me. Yeah, I know the score doesn't quite reflect it, but if they go about their game in the same manner as the opening 45 minutes, things really should improve.
Ball's out on the left now. There's going to be a change here. There's a man waiting to come on. Great challenge. Celta Vigo have a free kick. And the ball is out of play. Tries a through ball. Battles to win it back. Riviere with a delicate ball, saved only by poor finishing.
Well, he was right in front of goal and he probably should have scored, to be fair.
Goalless still, neither side really getting onto the front foot. Now it's Gervinho. Gervinho proving impossible to wrestle off the ball. Riviere. Chance! They've scored! And finally he has breathed life into the game! Well, that always looked the likely outcome.
It's a simple game. The striker's job is to find the space as often as possible, and he did exactly that.
Osasuna have decided now is the time to make their final change. Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
It's come loose. Another piece of really good defending. Decent progress down the left, and the counter is on. Celta Vigo keeping their men at arm's length here.
Yeah, I just think it's a conservative move to deny runners the opportunity of going beyond that rear guard.
Plays it into the channel. Clears it out of harm's way. Oh, great ball! Gervinho, who's going to make this theirs? Oh, good interception. Not had too much on it. Celta Vigo make their final change. Good challenge, he just stood firm.
Celta Vigo have made it clear what they're trying to do for me, Peter.
What are they trying to do?
Well, I think they're making the pitch as big as possible to work both flanks into better supply routes.
A real chance to break. Looking to force his way through. It's in! And that should do it! Within sight of the finish line.
Well, none of us were exactly sure how that was going to end up then, but I'm delighted to see such a happy ending after such a splendid dribbling run. I mean, he really did fool that defence into wondering what he was going to do next.
Osasuna get themselves a 2-goal cushion. Goes wide. Well, that had to be more accurate. Boon forward. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. Too long to get the shot away.
Yeah, he just took too long to make his mind up. I mean, what a big opportunity missed then.
Gets it back. There will be 4 extra minutes. And there goes the final whistle. Solid, if not especially fancy, always in control. They did enough to win it. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
There's a solidity about...
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening. So a warm welcome to you all. We will be underway very shortly once all the pleasantries are complete. The teams then, Eibar against Osasuna. I'm Peter Drury, and joining me here, our expert Jim Beglin.
Thanks for the intro, Peter. Osasuna are
The final whistle. Osasuna come out on top. Hard fought, impossible to predict. In the end... Hello and a warm welcome to everyone across the globe. We should be underway very shortly. The players will be with us any time now. This is Peter Drury, and next to me providing insights will be Jim Beglin.
Glad to be here, Peter, and I'm ready to rumble.
And that gets... And we're underway again.
Well, the first half didn't really produce the goals we'd have liked. Hopefully they've been saved for the second. For that to be the case, though, we'll need to see more energy and invention early on.
Mikel! Goal!
I think he just thought about trying his luck from further out there, but why bother when you can worm your way through a defence like that? It's terrific play to get through and score.
When the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that favour.
Well, the instruction from the manager would have been, go on and make yourself a nuisance and see if you can snatch a goal. Mission accomplished.
Osasuna break the deadlock.
Oh, half-time has been a blessing for this team. You know, what a great start to the second half.
How about it? Timely intervention. Looks to slip it through. And the ball is out of play. And it's Ramos. Well, they are working very hard to get it wide now, Jim.
Yeah, that's true.
And is that how you're seeing it?
Yeah, I think they've decided to concentrate on working the flanks to help the production line. It's where the room is.
Tries a through ball. Great build-up. It all deserved a better ending.
I think there's always that danger that the defence can get exploited in that way. That must have served as a real wake-up call to them.
Ball has crossed the line, and it's a throw. Ball's gone out of play. Well, the defence got the better of him this time, but I'm sure he'll go again. Who's going to make this theirs? He is not one readily to admit defeat. Don't be surprised if he tries that again. This is quite a run, and he's not done yet. Thrust towards the front line. There is some activity down on the touchline. It seems there's going to be a change. It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. Is there any support? He might not need it. It's a goal! A two-goal cushion, and it's looking safe. Swift, incisive, deadly, all done in a matter of seconds.
That's just brilliant counter-attacking football, and as soon as possession was theirs, it triggered a move of devastating speed that was just too hot to handle.
Osasuna have decided now is the time to make their final change. Osasuna take a two-goal lead, and things should be comfortable from here on in.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
Poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. Whose ball? Who's going to get that? Danger averted for now. Now the pass, and he's cut it out. Turns and goes back. Deftly done. Oh, that's a waste. Some good work on the right flank. Now, what's next? He can get that clear. Tries the route one option. Hits one! He's got away with one there.
Oh, look, I don't need to tell you that that is not a good area to lose possession in, and should it be repeated, I think there's a real chance that the next time they're going to be punished for it.
He wasn't very far from making something happen by himself. Lovely to see. Brings it forward. Looking to get within range. Here comes the corner. So the play, and it is a goal kick. And that's it. Osasuna can be very happy with a job well done, an efficient win for which the players simply did in
After time, they used it to
Hello and welcome to all of our viewers from around the world. We have quite a game in prospect here, just waiting for the players to emerge, and we will be underway. And our live game is Sporting Gijón. Here we go again then. So deadlock still as the second half begins. Elderson. Osasuna suffered a frustrating loss last time, from which the boss is hoping for a reaction. Another throw-in. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Mikel. Good running with the ball, can they build on it? Chance! Brilliant from Riviere! And finally he has breathed life into the game!
Yeah, I love the finish, but I think had the pass been delayed for just a second longer, I think he would have been flagged offside, and I think you have to praise them all round on that one, from the pass and the finish.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worth the treat.
Chance! Looking to force his way through. They've done it! A 2-goal cushion, and it's looking safe.
Oh, look, it's always great to see a solo effort with a goal. It's the ideal combination of pace and control.
Osasuna take a 2-goal lead, and things should be comfortable from here on in.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
It's a very good battle there, terrific to watch. Well, no doubt someone is being given special treatment here.
Well, his stealth has been compromised because of his goal, and his treatment from here looks as if it could get a little tighter.
That's one way of trying to make things happen. There's a few who could follow that example. Great run this, he's covered quite a distance. Aimed long and direct. Mikel. Gets it back. Brings it forward. Defending was physical, no nonsense, and it had to be. Driving on now, what can they conjure from here? This is quite a run, and he's not done yet. It's broken loose. He's had a shot. And more, and more, and more. Surely now, beyond all doubt. What about that, Jim Beglin?
And that's what the game is all about. Find space and finish, but we have to credit the pass to pick him out.
Three without reply. This is becoming a stroll. Battles to win it back. Looks like a good ball through. Riviere! No, not quite. He put on quite a show there.
Well, in all honesty, he's tormented that defence. They just can't handle him.
Pumps it upfield. Pumps it forwards. Questions were asked, but he's given the answers. And time is up. Osasuna, a class
Not to lose and see how things unfold. That is the
So a warm welcome to you all. We will be underway very shortly once all the pleasantries are complete. And our live game is Real Sociedad against Osasuna. This is Peter Drury, and I'm happy to inform you that Jim Beglin has joined me to offer his expertise.
Well, thanks for that, Peter. I'm more than ready to get going here.
Januzaj. Now the cross. Januzaj with an air of confidence about him, a certain swagger.
And at times there, it looked as if a couple of those defenders were reluctant to stick a leg out in case he went down, but it was a positive, daring run, which is always good to see.
Forward it goes. Back to the keeper and go again. Aim forward. And he's made certain that won't get through. Real Sociedad were imperious when the two sides last met, and the fans are asking for more of the same. Gets it, and now what? They've scored! Lovely goal, perfect poise to set himself for the strike. Real Sociedad draw first blood here.
Still a fragile lead though, they can't afford to sit on this.
He's got the ball glued to his feet, shapes the shoots. We've got a goal!
Well, it certainly livened things up a bit, and that next goal now is absolutely crucial.
Given such an open invitation, he was always going to shoot.
It's a simple game. A striker's job is to find the space as often as possible, and he did exactly that.
Osasuna grabbed the equaliser, and we're all square.
Oh, I think the coach will really be annoyed with that. The players were still thinking about their goal and just got caught napping.
Driving on, he could shoot here. He can get that clear. Forward, what does he try from here? A chance! He's off on a marauding run. Tries the route one option. And the defence can get it clear. Oh, it's opened up nicely for him. Here comes another cross. Pumps it forwards. He ran himself into trouble there, free kick given away. He's put it on the right now, what's on? Oh, well intercepted, really alert to the danger. And there's the end of the first half. How's the first half compared with your expectation?
Look, this match promised goals, and it certainly hasn't let us down. It's been really, really entertaining.
That's a really interesting game, and they head in at half-time at 1-1.
Osasuna can feel really happy with themselves. The scoreline doesn't back it up, but they've played with urgency and purpose and can't afford to lose patience in this second half. They've got to persevere.
Get a throw in. Good challenge, he just stood firm. Looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
Yeah, and he has to change his ways, or this referee could soon change his status.
Battles to win it back.
They're actually not getting too tight, which is interesting.
No.
It's probably cautionary. Don't dive in, try to pinch it or...
Oh, it's there! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
His second of the game, and an eye now for the hat-trick. Osasuna get themselves into the lead.
Yeah, they deserve great credit for turning things around, but they'll now need the defensive resilience to equal that attacking flair.
Chipped through. He's gone for it! Oh, he's really drilled it. In for a header! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
Well, there's a lot of movement out wide now.
Yeah, you can certainly see that.
Well, I think it's a move to open the game up more, whether out wide or just getting a runner through the middle now.
Mikel. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Osasuna may be thinking about substitutions now. They still have 2 available. Gets it back. It's a very good battle there. Terrific to watch. Iaramendi. Well, no doubt someone is being given special treatment here.
Yeah, now that he scored, this defence is on high alert whenever he goes anywhere near the ball.
Looking to force his way through. They've scored! 2 to the good! They have breathing space! Really outwitted one-on-one. Once more, he gets the better of the keeper.
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
Real Sociedad have chosen to bring on the last of their substitutes. He's not played the ball, that's a foul. And out to safety. He's come loose. Mikel. Good progress he's made on the ball. Where to next? Who's going to make this theirs? It's out of play for a goal kick. Four added minutes on the board. Spoon forward. Ball's out on the left now. And that will be the final act. Osasuna have
away from home and produce a win like that, then we've got...
The warmest of welcomes to you. We await the conclusion of the pre-game formalities. The teams then, Osasuna against Real Betis. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks for that, Peter, and may I...
And we're off again.
Osasuna Playing well with lots of opportunities and plenty positives to take from the first half, despite this scoreline. Converting chances would make a world of difference for them.
And he's there to make a great save.
That wasn't the easiest of saves by any means, Peter, and I think his instincts were, well, they were just razor sharp.
Osasuna have this frantic spell of games. Fixture congestion always brings with it issues around fatigue and injury.
Yeah, and the manager has got to look towards squad rotation now. A bigger part of his job is to keep a freshness and energy about the team.
The ball's come loose and the chase is on. Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Well, when it becomes that speculative, I think it requires something from the very top drawer, and he had to think a little bit more about that. In the end, he's just opted for raw power.
Hits one! He is off the hook. Much personal relief.
Well, I think the opposition was pretty sloppy in creating a problem for themselves then, but he was onto it so quickly and very nearly made them pay.
Good challenge, he just stood firm.
Real Betis have opted to really stretch the game now.
Yeah, that's pretty evident, but what's their thinking?
It looks as if the opposition are happy to defend the width of the 18-yard box, trying to remove that compactness.
Real Betis coming here after what was a well-earned draw against illustrious opponents.
They're actually not getting too tight, which is interesting.
No.
It's probably cautionary. Don't dive in, try to pinch it or intercept so nobody can get in behind.
No, not quite.
Well, you can fault the execution, but not the idea or the effort.
Mikel. That's good progress he's made on the ball. Where to next? He's off on a marauding run. Pumps it upfield. It back. He comes flying in. Brave effort, total commitment.
Yeah, and those runs from deep are always difficult for a defence to pick up, but he still had to throw himself at it to get his head on it.
Yes, it's in! Finally, the deadlock is broken. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, you know, sometimes it pays off not to think too much about things, just put your foot through it, and that was a good example. Great contact, and the keeper had very little chance.
Big occasion, big goal, crucial lead. And that's well defended. Defending was physical, no nonsense, and it had to be. Driving on now, what can they conjure from here? Aimed long and direct. Gets it back. The shot's on! This could fall anywhere! And he's shown him a clean pair of heels. Close, but time for no more. The whistle has gone. What a game. End to end, it flew by, and in the end...
With really good pressure on the ball.
the warmest of welcomes to you. We await the conclusion of the pre-game formalities. The teams then, Osasuna against Malaga. My name's Peter Drury, and here's my co-commentator for the game, it's Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody.
An engrossing half, but we're still where we started, 0-0.
Osasuna pretty fortunate not to be trailing at half-time. They've been lacklustre and second best for me. And if ever a situation demanded a telling off from the boss, it's this one. He has to spark a reaction.
A chance! Really well taken goal. The second half sparked straight into life. A pretty simple finish in the end. What do you think, Jim?
Well, he made it obvious as to where the pass should be played, Peter, and it made the finish look that bit easier.
Deadlock broken, it's 1-0.
Well, whatever the manager said in that dressing room at half-time, it's worked a treat.
Battles to win it back.
That's good defence, plain and simple, good defence. They refuse to allow a turn.
Mertesacker. Big chance! 1-on-1!
Well, there's a lot of movement out wide now.
Yeah, you can certainly see that.
Well, I think it's a move to open the game up more, whether out wide or just getting a runner through the middle now.
In it goes! 2 up and threatening to pull clear. Roberto did well the first time, nothing he could do about the follow-up.
Oh, Peter, you can't teach that. You either have it or you don't. His anticipation is on another level to everyone else's. Superb.
Osasuna get themselves a 2-goal cushion.
Well, that second goal has given them so much more command and confidence now, and they should be able to take it on from here and either add to their lead or close it out. Surely they'll manage one or the other.
Malaga seek a performance here which reflects rather better on the boss. He's taken a fair amount of criticism in the wake of the last game.
I think it was quite fair, the criticism he received. He was blind to an obvious problem, and he was far too slow in reacting to it. He was never going to get away with that.
Malaga keeping their men at arm's length here.
Yeah, I just think it's a conservative move to deny runners the opportunity of going beyond that rear guard.
Osasuna get it back again. Can he finish? He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, if he hopes to do better than that, he's got to work on his technique and his timing. The contact wasn't right there, so there wasn't much chance of success.
It so nearly came off for him.
I would agree. It's tremendous play. He's full of belief and imagination and hard to contain.
Danger averted for now. And that's another throw. Tries to get it forward quickly. Brings it forward. Now it's Riviere, out wide to the right. Now here's the through ball. Timely intervention. And it's Riviere. Face to face with the keeper. To a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Mikel. Defending was strong and firm. And that's it. Osasuna claim victory here, and on balance they were worth it. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
Osasuna have some of the way they cut through the heart of that defence.